Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves, all on this journey to love and to reunite with our twins in this lifetime. And I just have to say that today is an absolutely gorgeous day. And so I'm really intrigued to see what the energy for today is. I'm going to pull that for the Starman Tarot. And this is a deck that is influenced by David Barry, and it is amazing. And I also love the fact that it's done by a husband and wife team called the Angelus, the Angels. So, but before that, I'm going to read letter 166 from the Divine Love Letter books that I do. So, for all of those who have ordered a channeling or a healing or reading from me, I haven't been. So this weekend, it was on Friday. It was my grandmother's funeral. So we had the weekend of all of that sort of stuff. So today is a gorgeous day. It's a brand new day. It's a perfect day to start doing all of this again. So here we are, back again, back into life, the twin flame life. So here we go. I want you to know that when I'm not with you, I think about you more and more and more. It's like nothing feels right anymore. It just feels wrong. I know that I have to change. I know that I have to change my situation. Free myself so I can be free to come to you. Free so we can be together. I want that so much. Life is just feeling grey. I know that I need to do something about it, and it's getting more and more prominent. Like nothing is going to make me feel at peace inside until I've done what I need to do. And I've told you how I feel and that I want a future together with you. It's taking all of my thoughts. There's nothing left for anything else. I'm consumed by my own frustration at myself. I've got to do this. I want to be with you. It's everything I think about. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel love. I want to feel alive. And I know you do that to me. Okay, so I love that because it's like, I just can't, all of my surroundings, everything just feels wrong. So I can't remember if it was a healing or a letter I did for somebody recently, but it was such a great way of describing it because the letter, I think it was a letter because it came through and said that when you put on a jumper and it's like a scratchy jumper. Oh no, it was a reading I was doing for someone and it came through. And it was like you put on this jumper and it's scratchy, and it's just like a constant itch and annoying, and you're kind of like, ugh. And that's what it feels like because the soul is wanting something different. The soul is wanting something fulfilling. The soul is pulling the heart, and the heart is saying, I want love. I want to live in this passionate and, seeing life in a different way and seeing life as the sun rather than as the cloud, right? And so, everyone can imagine that feeling when you've got this jumper. It's just like, oh, I just need to get it off, And that's basically what I'm sensing, definitely. That's the message for today. It's like everything in your life that is just that kind of like annoying, that you just need to get rid of it now and just take it off and be clear, have that freedom of like lifting the jumper that's been itching the fuck out of you, taking it off and feeling that relief. So that is what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling, so I'm going to be interested to see what the energy is today, because that's definitely a strong message coming through. So letter 166 from book 2 is that you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen, that my heart sings for you. It plays the most divine music when we come together. Our soul song is so beautiful that it will send angel whispers all over the planet. It will shower the planet in a beautiful array of golden stardust. You cannot even begin to imagine how exquisite the sound is. I cannot wait for the time when we can feel how our soul song feels when we merge together in our bodies being the instruments for our souls to experience our divine tune. Remember, we are the light symphony. So that is just amazing in every way. Remember, we are the life symphony. Our soul song is like super strong, super bright, and super powerful. So this is 166 from book 3, and it is that we're on a journey together and think that we've agreed the route. The map is all planned out and already drawn. The details may change because sometimes we make a detour if we go off track, but the end route is always the same. Our home is in our hearts, and our hearts make our home together. So treat your body like it is our car and our vehicle to get us home. Be good to yourself and listen to what your body needs. Focus on filling your body with love and light, and trust that it is the fastest route for us to get home. Okay, now this is very cool. There's an amazing astrologer called Amber Khan, and her channel is The Quietest Revolution. And she's brilliant. She's so super knowledgeable. But I've just listened to one of her videos actually, and so it's really, again, synchronistic that this letter is talking about route, of course, Route 66 as well as a long road. And she just described about basically your destined path, and she just described it in a perfect way, which kind of is exactly what this letter is saying. And, you know, no surprise that there's this track here as well that's been brought in by the shadow of the sun. So clever. Right, so basically this is your destined path. And just like that letter says, it says, you know, you've got like these things along the way that you can pick up along the way to speed your process, right? To basically go up to your next level. But it's up to you if you want to follow these signs and take it. Otherwise, you'll still carry on your destined path. It will just be slower. And so that's why when people say, you know, you hear people say, do you want to speed up your timeline? We're shifting timelines. Because it's like the signs and synchronicities the universe gives are those kind of like little magics. You know, if you take one, you go super boost. If you take another one, you get another super boost. If you take another one, you get another super boost. And so this is why it's so important to follow those messages and those signs, because that is the universe saying, you know, this is the way that I want you to go to be on your highest and best path and your super track path, right? Your destiny. Your destiny is your destiny. It's always reaching the same point, but it's just about how, you know, do you take detours? Which way do you go to get there in the end? So it was just, yeah, I just love that. And I would highly recommend her. She's super knowledgeable, and she also does a blog. What's it called? Not a blog, a podcast. So she is The Quietest Revolution, and I think she's great. So we're just going to pick an energy for today. So this is the energy for, it's the Prince of Cups. So the youthful energy wanting to bring love, right? And I was just going to say that she's called The Quietest Revolution, and she's great. So, and, you know, like David Palmer, who is from the Leo King. So there's two, I think The Quietest Revolution and the Leo King. The Quietest Revolution is more like astrological, you know, your star sign charts. And The Quietest Revolution is, you know, basically about all the astrology and stuff, but also does that. But those two particularly good. Okay, so Prince of Cups. Hang on, I'm just going to read because I love the write-up in here. So, I artfully negotiate for the best solution. How brilliant. So the Prince of Cups is the archetypal knight, gallant, a gentleman in every sense, honourable, considerate, valiant and noble, not one to relish violence and battle on any level. He prefers behind-the-scenes diplomacy. If he must, he will act swiftly and cleanly to achieve the best results for all. Whipping off that jumper, right? The quickest way is just to take off the jumper. Look at that underneath. I think it's the Two of Swords, making decisions. So a masterful peacemaker and artful negotiator. He is always looking for the win-win solution to problems, and his caring, compassionate presence can be a very welcome alternative to bloodshed. He admirably carries and balances the feminine, feeling and receptive side of his nature alongside the fast, focused and active, fiery side of himself. This masculine aspect ready for the call to action. And that action is inclusive of his feelings, making him a fine, loyal, trustworthy, and supportive friend and family member. His watery temperament enables him to bring a measured, reflective pace to his activities and duties. Except in the area of romantic love, where his passion can seize the day and see him leap headlong, blazing, he will shift hell and high water to rescue the one he loves. Intensely romantic and sensual, he risks much heartbreak and raw pain on his path to true love. Well, there you go, isn't that the truth? You know, we risk everything for these relationships. It is heartache, it is pain, it is passion, it is everything, right? In essence, I see his character as the Grail Seeker, the Holy Grail, the untainted romantic, where life is filled with the possibility of discovery. The manta ray, flying through the ocean, navigating the different depths, teaches us how to dig within ourselves and observe our emotions with a calm gracefulness, honouring the different levels of our being and the world around us. It takes real effort and concentration, even courage, to keep a flame of exuberance alive in our hearts. Instead of seeing ourselves adrift in a hostile world, we can look and see that everything carries a message to guide us to our most powerful possibility. This, in essence, is the elixir, the medicine, the Holy Grail. Not an object with miraculous powers, but rather a way of being in the world. Once you begin to see things this way, the world literally changes before your eyes. As we travel through life, it's an immense challenge not to be caught in the trap of cynicism. Yet to become cynical and resigned to the way things are brutally robs us of our life force. Most of us reach a point where we must consciously choose and create a discipline of consciously choosing. Albert Einstein suggested we examine the most fundamental nature of life when he said, "The most important question you can ever ask is, if the world is a friendly place." Every time we resign ourselves to the opposite, we leave behind the spark of life that can be astounded by something new and unexpected. So the Prince of Cups is a rise to a challenge and attaining an emotional goal, poetic and romantic. So it is the dashing prince wanting to move hell and high water to be with his princess. So that's exactly, and I love the fact that it referenced like wanting to have a quick, easy fix, right? And that is, you know, if you've got an itchy jumper, the quick, easy fix is to remove it, you know, take it off. So that is why there is this, you know, kind of like useful, exuberant and very, you know, kind of passionate energy, which is exactly how this, you know, exactly what. Well, again, perfectly synchronistic, isn't it? Always. So there you go. That's the message for today. As I said, if you had ordered healings, readings, letters, I'll be doing them as of today and catching up again. And getting back into the swing of things again. So there you go. I hope that helps. And I hope you have a great day. All right. Take care. Bye.